Welcome to a 60-minute flow yoga session. So this is going to be nice and grounding to begin with, and then we're going to build up into a nice moving sequence, and then we'll come back down to the ground to relax at the end. So enjoy. Let's come down to a lying position to begin with. So you're welcome to come down to your back into Shavasana, maybe with your legs out nice and long, or maybe giving your back a little bit of support, popping your feet a little bit wider than your hips, and then just letting your knees rested against each other in the middle. So get your spine nice and comfortable on your mat. Think of lengthening through the back of the neck, and then just place your hands somewhere comfortable as well. So that might be gently resting onto your belly, or maybe down by the side of your body, or maybe one hand to heart and one hand to belly. See which feels nice today. So closing the eyes gently and just beginning to draw your attention inwards. So finding your breath. Noticing the breath moving through the nose. Notice your body filling up and gently emptying. Notice that beautiful feeling of expansion and spaciousness with your in-breath. And then let go with your out-breath. See if there's any physical holding, tightness or tension in your body that you can just let go, let it ease away from your body and sink into the ground. So let your body become heavy. Let your body sink into the mat. Gently easing into all of those places of contact. And letting go any expressions. Smooth across your face. Bring a lovely softness inside of your palate. Notice how your tongue is resting within your mouth. Loosen off the jaw. And then as you return your attention back to your breath, let's begin to draw in a little bit more breath here. So let's take a nice long breath in as we lift the belly and then let the heart lift. So nice long breath in through the nose. And a lovely long breath out through the nose. Inhale, body expanding. Exhale, body softening. Beginning to notice the little gaps within your breath. Breathing through the nose, maybe creating a little bit of sound as you breathe. Placing the tongue to the back of the top teeth. Creating that little hissing sound as if we're breathing right to the back of the nose into the sinuses. We'll just take about 3 more lovely deep breaths, starting to get a little more oxygen running around the body. Stay with your breathing. 2 more lovely big breaths. Starting to get the prana within you shifting about as well. So subtly energizing from within, getting everything moving. 1 more, nice deep breath. Exhale. Good, so let your breathing settle back into its natural rhythm. Have a beautiful sense of arriving onto your mat and into your body and into the space that you're in today. And then just release any hands connected to your body down by the side of you, palms facing upwards. Just taking this lovely open body posture through the shoulders and across the chest into the heart space. Being grateful for this moment. Coming exactly as you are today. Not trying to change anything. Okay, let's take a little wriggle down through the fingertips. Open and close the hands a few times. Wake up your fingers, wake up your thumbs, open up the palms. Taking a wrist circle. Maybe reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. As we're starting to stretch into the arms a little bit as well. And then reverse. Lovely, and then let's float the arms down by the side of the body. Lengthen out the legs there if they're not already. Give the feet and the toes a little wriggle. So you can wriggle your toes, give the ankles a nice little turn. Start to warm up the ankle joints and gently stretch into the front of the foot and the back of the foot. The front of the leg and the back of the leg. That's good. Okay, we're going to slide the feet back now, so planting the feet onto the floor. Just shift the hips a little bit there. Taking a breath in, lifting the arms again up over the top of the head. Try and maintain your rib connection, your rib to hip connection, so we're not letting the ribs lift. And then breathe out, so float back up and all the way down. Let's do that again. Nice breath in. So you feel your belly lifting a little, stretching a little bit. Exhale. Stay with that version, or maybe taking the arms up over the top of the head as we breathe in. And exhale, circle the arms out to the side and down. Breathing in, up through the centre. Exhale, round the sides. Your arms can be as close to the floor as you like. We'll do 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. And beautiful. Let your arms arrive down by the side of the body, palms facing downwards, or maybe placing your palms in towards you and settling into your outer shoulder blades a little bit more. 5 shoulder bridges, peeling up the spine a little bit further each time. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the feet, lift the tailbone and just lift the buttocks just off the floor without squeezing the buttocks. Breathe in. Breathe out, slowly lower down and relax fully. Inhale, exhale, peel off the spine, go a little bit higher, so maybe just the lower back lifting off. Breath in at the top. Again, glutes are working, but we're not overly squeezing. Exhale, roll back down. Now you might choose if that's the right height for you, that's fine. Come a little higher with me if you want to. Breathing out, rolling up a little higher. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll back down. So we're trying to articulate through the spine. Breath in, exhale, push through the feet, roll up. Thinking of your knees going away from your shoulders, hips lifting. Exhale all the way back down. One more time. Breathing out, pressing through the feet, rolling up. And rolling all the way back down. Okay, settling into the back of your pelvis. Lifting your right leg up in towards your belly. You don't have to mirror me, so just use your right leg as well. So right leg coming up in towards your belly. Let's take a little knee circle to start to mobilise into the hip joint. Breathing gently and then reversing. Don't worry if your hips roll a little bit side to side, that's fine. Lovely, let's go to our hamstring stretch. So taking the leg up, sliding the hands to the back of the thigh, or the calf if you're a little more flexible there. I'm just checking in we're not lifting the bottom, so we've got the hips down. Turn the ankle again, always feels different with the leg up. Reverse the foot. Flex the foot, draw the toes down. Feel that nice stretch down the back of the leg. Gently point up, feel the stretch down through the front of the foot into the outer shin. Okay, lovely. And then from there, we're coming into our moving sequence. So legs staying quite straight. Breathe in as we lower the leg and we take the arms up over the top of the head. Exhale, knee in, roll off, hands to shin, nose towards the knee. Leg goes up, breathe in, control your opening phase. Exhale, roll up, chin drawing down and in, belly button towards your spine a little bit. Breath in.
Stay with that version for 4 more, or if you want to activate into your abdominals a little bit as you roll up, reach past your legs. Leg goes up, breathe in. Exhale. 2 more, breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more time. Placing the foot down, rolling the shoulders down. Left leg up and in, going back into our little hip circles. So let your head and your neck relax here, especially if you find that creates a bit of tension in your neck as you roll up. Just give your head a little roll now if you like. Okay, reverse the leg. Lovely, let's take the leg up. Keeping the knee nice and soft. More knee bend if you feel a bit tight in the backs of the legs today. Turning the ankle, spread your toes. Let your shoulders relax. Reverse the foot. And then flex the foot, toes down, gently pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. Pointing. Just enough to get that stretch down the front of the leg. Brilliant. Flex the foot. Moving sequence. Do your first 2 where we hold on to the shin. So breathe in, open. Try not to lift the ribs, so keep the ribs down. Exhale, roll up. Give the shin a little hug. So we're working a little bit of more on mobility as we lift up. We use the hands. So we've got the hands to help us. And then if you want to, go into that other version, breathing out, reaching past, gently drawing down through the belly. Breath in. Exhale, roll up. So you're thinking of squeezing your lower ribs towards your hip bones, so shortening the belly to pull your spine into a forward flexion. Last one. Breathing out. Lovely, right, we're going to pop the head down, the foot down. Let's take the right leg back up to the ceiling. And this time cross your outer ankle bone onto your left thigh. Keep your top foot nice and flexed and then push your thigh away from your belly. Get the shoulders relaxed again. And then gently rock the hips side to side. So no rush here, take your time. Do it kind of in a nice sort of lingering, rolling, flowing way. Decide if this suits you today and you're staying with this version, or maybe pause in the middle, place your hands gently onto your belly. Think of your lower back drawing down and your belly button towards your spine a little bit, and then use your leg muscles to lift the foot off the floor. So just here, see if you can check the waist length on each side, so the distance between your hip bone and your lower ribs. Sometimes when I hitch up the legs, I shorten one side of my waist. So see if you can just think of lengthening out both sides. Draw the belly down and in. You can pause. You might want to take your arms out to the side. Breathe. Or you could come into that little rock again if it feels nice for the legs here. Some legs won't like that. Some days I do this, it feels amazing. Other days my legs go, no, 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 stay in the middle. So see how that feels. Rocking. Beautiful. And we're going to place that foot back to the floor. Slide your top thigh, your right thigh, over your left thigh completely. Let the heel drop. Arms out to the side now if they're not already. Shift the hips to the right, just a little shift. And then let your knees go over to the left into a lovely crossed leg twist. And then get your toes comfy. So just move your feet so your toes feel comfortable. Let your head fall away. Don't worry if the shoulders coming off the ground there. Spiraling through the back. Settle into your breath. Slightly deeper inhale through the lower ribs. Exhale, soften into every place of contact between your body and the ground. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good, let's bring the head back up into the centre. Slowly lift the legs. Uncross the legs, place the feet into the, down, the hips back into the middle of the mat, spine centred. Slide the arms down, ready for a quick shoulder bridge. Press into the feet and roll up again. Hopefully the spine feels a bit more mobile and flexible now. We can have a little squeeze of the buttocks, not too much. Ground your big toes and maybe join me this time and float the arms up You can go over the top of the head with the arms as well if you like. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. Reach up, breathe in, and then really take your time. Massage all the way down through your spine. Breathing out. Gently landing. Okay, left leg up towards the ceiling. This time we're crossing the outer ankle bone onto the right thigh. Push your thigh away from your belly. Keep your top foot flexed, so that'll help with the knee alignment. Relax the shoulders, and take your time to do that lovely slow swaying side to side of the legs. Choosing to stay with that option or pausing in the centre, hands to belly, engage your abdominals a little bit, so draw down, not really, really tightly, just a little feeling of hugging in, and then pick up that bottom foot, check out the length of your waist on either side. Choose to stay there, or maybe rock the hips. So how does it feel on this leg? This feels really different from me, so my legs are not so comfortable on this side. So work with how your body feels today. Don't forget to breathe. And then coming back into the centre, placing the bottom foot to the floor, sliding that left thigh over the top, letting the heel come down. Arms open. Shift the hips to the left, just a little bit. And then let your knees drop down to the right into a lovely spiralling twist. Cross leg twist. Maybe pick up the head, turn the head. Settle into your breath, slightly deeper, breathing into your lower rib cage. So expand your body, exhale, sink into the ground. One more, nice deep breath. Sink into the ground. Beautiful. Let's bring the head back up into the centre, lifting the legs, uncross, feet down, hips back into the middle. Let's do one more shoulder bridge, so sliding the hands down, breath in, exhale, press through the feet, we're rolling up, staying there. Quite a good place to just check your hip level as well, make sure the hips are level. Okay, arms coming up, lifting up onto the balls of the feet if you want to, try not to flare the knees open there. Inhale and then exhale, roll down nice and slowly, all the way through the back. And once we land, let's pick up the knees towards the belly. Roll the shoulders off the ground, hug in. Make yourself into a tiny little ball and slowly lower. Hook the ankles, open out the knees. Take about 3 circles round in one direction. Notice which direction you're going in. Pause, switch the cross the other way, and then see if you can reverse. Lovely. Okay, rolling up in the middle. You can always roll onto one side if you prefer. Coming into a seated position with the legs out in front of you. So we'll just shift the buttocks up and out of the way so we're nice and high onto the sit bones. If you struggle to sit here, put a little something underneath your sit bones there, so maybe like the edge of a cushion or a tiny little block. Bend up your knees if you fancy. We're going to breathe in, lift up. Exhale, fold forwards, just to a place that feels nice, hands to shins, the floor, or over the tops of the feet. Let your spine relax, and then walk yourself all the way up, stacking the spine, lifting the chest, and then the head. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up through the back. One more time, breath in. Exhale. Rolling up. Really good. Hands behind. Lengthen out the legs now if you can and gently point your toes. Lift up towards through your belly. Open across the chest. Little lift of the chin. Breathe in. Expand into your chest. Let it go through the mouth. One more. Nice deep breath in. Beautiful. Do that again 2 more times. Or slide your feet back so that the knees are bent. Separate your feet a little bit there. Plant the hands down, so we've got fingertips out to the side, and then gently press into the feet. Keep the elbows soft, lift the hips, eye gaze up. Just take a little moment to pause at the top, and then slowly lower all the way down. Brilliant. We're going to lengthen your right leg forward, so you can mirror me now, and then slide your left leg up and in to the side of your right thigh. You can stay there, or you can cross your foot over the top, or if you're quite flexible in the hips, you might then take your right leg and wrap it around near your left buttock. So you decide. Okay, and if that doesn't feel comfy, if you get there and you're doing that little hitch up of the hip and you can't ground through that sit bone, lengthen out the right leg again. So I'll stay here. Taking a breath in, you're going to spiral towards me. So breathing out, belly coming towards the thigh, fingertips planting down behind you. This is quite a nice opportunity just to check you're not leaning back. Maybe take the twist into the neck a little bit. Close the eyes. Inhale, lift up through the heart, lift up through the crown. Exhale, soften your shoulders. My right foot is active. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, come back into the centre. Now if you've got your right leg extended, you can just simply pick up your left foot and pop it onto the inside of your leg. If you've got that one wrapped underneath, you'll need to sit back, extend the leg, and then bring the leg onto the inside. So breathing in there. Exhale, come forwards over the right leg. Get nice and comfy, maybe wriggle about a little bit. You can have a little softness in the knee. We've got that knee dropped open, and you can always cushion up that knee if that's not comfortable there. Okay, 3 breaths. Sinking a little deeper on every out breath, releasing, letting go. Walking your hands all the way up. Point the toes gently. Pop your fingertips behind you. Left foot to the floor. Bring all that foot down, just your big toes and your ankle. Take a little chest stretch there. Or maybe plant your hands down and lift up into a little tabletop. So we haven't not throwing the head back, bracing through the neck, chin coming in. And then we're just going to do that on the other side. So let's lengthen out the left leg. Sit high up onto your sit bones. Draw that right leg in. So this is option 1, foot by the side of the leg. Option 2, cross over the top. Option 3, do a little wrap. So both sit bones down. You decide if you get over, it's not comfy, extend your leg again. So now you're going to twist away from me towards your front leg. So breathe in, twist towards your thigh. Exhale. Pop your fingertips down behind you. Spiral, make sure you're not leaning backwards. Close the eyes, settle into your breath. Breathe in a little more deeply. Exhale, grow tall, relax your shoulders. One more breath there. Exhale. Next in-breath will lift you a little bit taller. Breathe out as you come back to the front. So if you've got your legs crossed like me, you're going to sit back, extend the bottom leg, so that's your left leg going forwards, and then pick up the right foot and place it onto the inside of your leg. Shift, make sure you're comfy. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming down over the left leg. So you're mirroring me. Relax the shoulders, chin in. 3 breaths. Soften, release, let go on your out breath. 2 more. Last one. Slowly walking your way all the way up. Pop your fingertips behind you. Lengthen out the left leg. Point your toes a little bit. Right knee to the ceiling. Wriggle your foot right down near the ankle bone there. Go for a little chest stretch if you want to. Or plant your hands down, fingertips out to the side, and then lift up into a tabletop position. Chin in. You can have your fingers facing your buttocks, but it's a little bit more loading on the shoulders. So see how that feels. Okay, chin in. We're rolling down, and then let's swing the legs around, coming on
Spread into your fingers. Breath in, cow pose. Exhale, tuck under, cat pose. Breathe in, soften your toes. Draw space across your forehead. Breathe out. Okay, just 3 more. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So take a breath in now. Lengthen through your body. Breathe out. Draw your hips down and back. And make this an extended child's pose by wriggling your hands forwards, popping your fingertips onto the ground, your palms off, elbows off. Sink the forehead to the ground if that's comfortable. Take a nice big breath into your side ribs, expand and open. Breathe out through the mouth, let go. One more, nice deep breath in. Exhale. Staying here a little bit longer or planting your hands down. Mini vinyasa, breath in, shifting up and forwards. Exhale, elbows tuck in as we lower the body to the floor. Chest lifts, breathe in, cobra. Exhale, push through the hands, lift the hips. Glide down and back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. So as you come down, try not to ripple your body. Try and keep your hips lifted and lower the body in one long line. Then lower. Breathe in. And breathe out. We've got 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Okay, coming up onto all fours. Let's spread into the fingers. Tuck the toes. We're going up into a downward facing dog. So tuck the toes. Peel off the back. Shake out the head a little bit. Soften the elbows. And then start to walk your feet. Bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel down with a lovely feeling of lifting your sit bones up and back. Spread into your hands and your fingers. Okay, good. So from here, let's go for 4 leg lifts. So you're going to start with your leg closest to me. So left leg lifting, breathing in, breathing out to lower. Inhale, lift it. Exhale to lower. 2 more times. So keep the armpits nice and square to the floor. You can either go straight up here where you keep your hip rotated down and your toes out, or you can open a little bit and get a little bit of a twist through the back and turn the toes open to the side. Last one. So you decide which suits you best. And breathing out. Okay, this time ripple forward to a plank as we breathe in. Breathe out, lower your body. You can decide if you're ready for knees off, go for it. If not, pop your knees down. Breathe in, lift up tall through the chest. And exhale, lifting the hips all the way back up. Taking some little walks now up to the top of your mat. So we're coming to a little forward fold position. Feet can be hip width or together if you prefer. Keep your knees nice and soft and relax down. Hands might be on the floor, the feet, or maybe even the shins. You might even be here if you've got a bit of a niggly back today. Take a couple of breaths. Okay, we're going to lift the hands onto the shins and slide the chest up and forwards into a nice flat back position. So when you're here, try not to be rounded. Think of drawing your shoulder blades in and down to the middle of your back to activate into your upper back. And gently lift through your belly, knees soft, sit bones drawing back, crown drawing forwards. Breath in, so there's a lot going on in that posture. Exhale, we're going to slide down and into the legs, a little more softness in the knees. Breathe in, breathe out, push through your feet, and slowly, 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 scooping in through the belly, roll up to standing, eye gaze forwards, arms coming out to the side, breath in there. Looking forwards, relax the shoulders, pull up onto the balls of the feet for a little balance. Slowly lower with resistance. Now find a little baby back bend. So we lift the heart, we lift the eye gaze, we breathe in. Exhale, lots of knee bend and drape yourself down into your legs. Okay, from here we're going to step
the left leg back. Good thing which leg then. So left leg, so mirror me, slide your left leg back. Okay, so you can either keep the knee off the ground or you can pop the knee down onto the ground if you want to. Lift your chest up and forwards and then twist away from me towards your front thigh. So breathing and lifting the arm. Exhale, float the fingertips down onto the outside of your foot. Keep the fingertips nice and light. See if you can change sides. Breathe in, test of balance. Nice little bit of leg strength there as well. Breathe out, pull down. Now you're going to push off the back leg. Take your hands forwards a little bit. Just sweep that leg up towards the ceiling for a second and then bend the knee in and place the foot underneath the hips. Relax, relax, relax. Sliding the hands up the shins. Breathe in. So activate between the shoulder blades and lift through the belly. Exhale, fold down and in. Breathe in. Rolling up, breathe out. If you need to support your back a little bit, walk your hands up the legs. Slowly lifting the head. Let's do a little lengthening, a little lifting. Sweep the arms. Pull up. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. Pause at the top. Slowly lower the heels. Breathe in, reach up to the sky, lift your heart, lift your eye gaze. Bending the knees, breathing out, folding into your legs. Other leg, so right leg this time, mirror me, right leg, big step back. Sink down into the hips, chest forwards, or you're popping your knee to the floor if you want to. Peel open your left arm to me, breathe in and look up. Exhale, float the hand down. Now try and use your legs and lift your belly just slightly away from your thighs, so you can pop your fingertips lightly to the floor. And then twist the other way. Nice little leg challenge. Breathe in, breathe out, float the hand back down, push off your back foot, sweep that leg up briefly. Doesn't have to be high, doesn't have to be straight. Knee in, foot underneath the hips. Relax then. Slide the hands up the shins. Breathe in, lift your belly. Exhale, folding down. Let's do that 2 more times. Breath in, sweep up. Exhale, fold back down. 1 more time there. So we're going to pause here now. Pause, pause, pause. Slide your hands so your fingertips face in and your elbows are out. Now we're going to bend the knees a little bit more. So take a little bit of weight into your hands so you're supporting your back. Now from your tailbone, draw the tailbone down into like a little cat shape. And then walk the hands up and slowly roll up through your back. Eye gaze forwards. Sweeping the arms out to the side, ready for that little balance again. Up onto the balls of the feet. Oh, good ankle cracks there. And then slowly lower. Bring your palms together and your thumbs to your heart. Coming into a little sequence. Step on your right foot. Mirror me, place your left foot into a tree. So you could go onto your ankle, you could go onto your calf, you might go onto your inner thigh. Squeeze the buttocks a little bit. So you're going to squeeze the buttocks, try not to sink into your hips. Try and lift up, tall, zip up through the belly. Anchoring your eyes onto a point ahead of you. Let's try a circle. Breath in. Breathing out, staying tall, circling the arms. Palms coming together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Softening your right knee, sending your left knee forward. So moving into warrior 3 balance. So if we slowly extend that leg back, you can reach your arms down by the side of the body if you want to. Eye gaze to the floor. Stepping into a lunge next. So if you press your foot all the way back, check your feet with release hip width. Soften into the knee a little bit. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, drop the back knee. So try and really keep your back heel lifted and drop your knee down or forwards to fire up the thigh. Okay, lift through your belly. Think of drawing your inner thighs together. Breathe in, twist towards your front leg. So chest towards your front leg. Go away from me, towards your right leg. Breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, keep that hip forwards. spiral through your waist, breathe out. Let's do that one more time on each side, breathing in. You can go a little lower if you want to. Breathe out. Some of you will love me for that. Breath in and breathe out. Well done. Now we're going to reach back up. See if you can push off your back leg. Sweep your knee up and through. Take another warrior 3. And then sink your foot back, but this time we're coming into a warrior 2. So take a lovely big windmill, shimmy the feet, arms in line with shoulders, press that knee open, and then turn the head, reach forwards into extended warrior. Breathe in, hand down or elbow, breathe out, aiming for that diagonal line from your fingertips to your outer foot. Inhale, lift up, reverse warrior, breathing out. Inhale, lift up. Hand down, elbow, maybe you're choosing to go a little lower, hand to ankle or fingertips to the floor, breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, over the top. Windmill back to your warrior 2, arms in line with shoulders. Lengthen out the right leg till it's nearly straight, triangle. Squeeze the buttocks, hips to the left. Reach as long as you can. And then windmill. So I'm not moving my body. I'm keeping those bottom ribs and waist lengthened. Hand to the shin or the back of the hand to the inside of the leg. Squeeze the bottom, lengthen through your belly and look up. Top arm reaching over the top of the head. Inhale, extend your triangle. Exhale, sweep all the way up. Hips in the middle. And reverse your triangle, looking up. Now take a big windmill all the way. One hand either side of your front foot. Pivot onto your back toes. Step your right leg up and back to a 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Now breathe out. Bring your body weight forwards. Bring your knee towards your front elbow, so your left elbow. And then see if you can just extend the leg, pop the side of the foot to the ground, pop your back heel to the ground, and then open up the left arm. We're coming back the way we went in. Hand down. Knee to elbow, leg going up, vinyasa. Rest if you prefer, or take a down dog. Breathing in, breathing out, elbows tucking in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, toes under. And round we go. Float the right leg back up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Rise onto the ball of the bottom foot, knee to chest. Breathe out, lovely big step through. And we're just doing a 360, 180. You know what I'm like with my numbers. Okay, all the way around the other side. Place the back knee down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, circle. 2 more, breath in. So I'm moving my body up, and I'm moving my body down. 1 more. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Push off the back leg. And step into your forward fold, relaxing the body there. Hands to shins, breathe in, lift up. Floating back down, exhale, slide in. Breathe in, lift up, active through the belly, active between the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold down. Breath in, lift, stay there. Exhale, slide the fingertips. Facing inwards, elbows out. Take a little bit of weight into the hands as we start to bend the knees. Peel under through the tailbone, so the tailbone tucks. Get that lovely roll up through the spine. Walk the hands gently up the legs. Lift the head. Zip up through your belly. Reach for the sky. And slowly shift your weight onto the balls of the feet. Eye gaze forwards. To be active through your centre there, lowering the heels gently, bringing your palms together. We're moving on to the other side, so hands to heart. Shifting onto your left foot, place your right foot into tree this time. So you could go low, you might go up onto your calf, you might place up onto the inside of your thigh. Squeeze the glutes. Lift up tall through the waist. Anchor your eyes onto a point ahead of you, so we've got a nice strong focus point, strong drishti. And then let's take the arms up for a circle. Breath in. Exhale, opening the arms, maintaining that lovely feeling of lift. palms finding one another. Exhale, hands to heart. Bending into your left knee gently. Setting up for our warrior three. Right knee forwards, breath in. Exhale. Now as we lean forwards, think of pressing your heel back with a nice flexed foot. Toes towards the ground. Sweep your arms down by the side of the body. Glue your triceps into the side of you. We're coming into our lunge, so take a nice big step back. Check your feet are at least hip width. If you've got one foot behind the other, it's really tricky to balance. So go hip width, spread into your toes, breathe in, lift up. Okay, so I've really lifted my heel off the floor at the back there. Breathe out, bend into the knees. Inner thighs squeezing together. Lift through your belly. Okay, ready for our twist. Breath in. Go away from me. Exhale, twist left. Breathe in. Come back into the centre. Keep your hip bone facing forwards. Spiral through the body, so you want to avoid that. Keep your hip bones forwards. Inhale, lift up. One more each side. You could opt to go a little lower. Breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Keep that hip bone forwards. Exhale, twist, 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 twist. Well done. Breathe in. Come back up into the centre. Push off your back leg. Sweep that right knee in. Lift the knee. Ready for our warrior three again. Exhale. Don't worry if you need to tap down with me. All the way back. Okay, ready? Step back. Warrior two. Windmill. Breathe in. Set your feet. Left heel in line with your right inside edge of your foot. Breathe out. Turn the head. Extend your warrior. Breath in. Breathe out. Stay low. Breathe in. Side bend. Breathe out. Do that again. Inhale. So you might go to the same place. You may challenge yourself. Come a little lower. See how you feel. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Arms to shoulder height. Lengthen out. Little softness in that knee. Hips to the right. Squeeze the bottom. Breathe in. So you're aiming to keep both sides of the waist and the ribs nice and long and straight on that diagonal. So we're really using our centre muscles and our obliques. And then just wimble the arms. Hand to shin or back of the hand to the inside of the legs. Squeeze the bottom. Look up, open across your chest. And breathe out. Take the top arm all the way over the side of the head. Inhale, lift up. Hips are in the centre there. Reverse your triangle. Breathing out to the side bend. Inhale all the way up and over. Framing the left foot. Pivot onto your back toes. Send your left leg up and back to a three-legged dog, breathing in. Breathing out, travel the body forwards to a plank. Squeeze your left knee towards your right elbow. Extend the leg out, outer foot to the floor, back heel down, and swivel, lift the hips, and reach up to the ceiling. And then we'll bring the hand down. Go back the way you came in, so knee to elbow. Taking the leg up, ready for a little vinyasa. Breath in, floating forwards. Exhale, elbows in, pop down to your knees, take a little breather if you need to. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, toes tucking, send the hips up and back nice and high. Swing your left leg up towards the ceiling again. Rise onto the ball of bottom foot, sweep that knee through. Foot between the hands. Take a 180. Oh, I got it right that time. Well done, me. Back knee down. And sweep up, breathe in. Breathe out, sweep down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. One more time. Breathing out, fingertips to the floor, push off the back foot, step in to a forward fold. Breathe in, hands to shins, lift through your belly. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades in towards the centre of the back. Fingertips facing in there, elbows out to the side. Take a little bit of weight in the hands as we bend the knees. Tucking the tailbone under. Just skip this bit if it doesn't feel nice for your back. Roll up in your own way, slowly lifting the head. Arms out to the side. Arms together. Exhale. Probably two more, bending the knees, breath in. Exhale. One more time, breathing in. Exhale. Hands staying to the heart, feet about hip width unless you prefer your feet together. Breath in, bending the knees down into a chair pose as we exhale. So you really want to push your bottom down back there, lift through your belly. Keep the knees tracking the toes. Eagle arms, breath in.
Exhale, right arm coming underneath the left arm. Any shoulder issues, just give yourself a little hug. And if you can, cross above the elbows, sweep the hands, and then lift the elbows away from your belly. Now stay there or shift onto your left leg. So we're still keeping that knee nice and bent. And we're going to take the top, the right leg, place the thigh over the top. Toe taps down. You might have your foot off the floor, or if you've got good ankle flexibility, you might get a wrap. Don't worry if you don't. It's really tricky. So hips towards the front as much as you can. Embrace those wobbles. Draw everything into the centre of your body. Breathe in, lift your elbows. Breathe out, elbows into your ribs. Send your hands forwards. Drop your chin in. Ooh, and then we're going to come back up. Unravel. Take a lovely big step to the right side. Toes to 45 degrees. Reach up. We're coming into star pose. So nice long arm with long V shape with the arms. Slightly draw your hips forwards and float your leg off if that feels good. Coming through the middle, turned out squat. Sweep the arms, shift, lift. One more. Sweep, lift. So really pull up through the belly, draw the hips forwards, lift. Well done. Landing the foot, toes turned open, sink down, fingertips onto the thighs, bottom down and back. You can stay there, or you can join me. Little shoulder dip, left elbow, shoulder dipping, look over the right shoulder. Through the centre, breath in, exhale. Do that again, or come down into our Hindi squat, Malasana. So if you can, heels are on the floor. If it's really tricky, just see if you can balance on your toes, or take your feet a little bit wider. If you're here, elbows pressing in, heart lifting. See if you can take a little look over one shoulder. If you're in your squat position, you'll do a shoulder dip. Come back through the centre and the other side. Back into the middle, hands down. Coming into a little forward fold. Roll yourself up. Breathe in. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's try the other side. Breathing in. Breathing out, hips down back. Fly with the eagle arms, breathing in. So this time, left arm coming underneath the right arm, breathing out. So you might wrap. So all of our arms are in very different places, depending on shoulder flexibility and how sort of broad we are across the chest. So you can stay there on both legs, feel free to stay there, or maybe stay on the right leg, lift that left thigh over the top, cross the thighs. Try not to swing your hips over to the diagonal, so try and keep the hips forwards. Toe tapping, foot off the floor, or maybe a little wrap. Squeeze everything into the midline of your body. Breath in, little lift of the elbows. Exhale, elbows coming in. Hands going forwards, drop the chin. Open across the upper back. And then we're going to unravel, come up and out. Step to the left diagonal for 45 degrees with the toes. Make your body nice and long and pulled up. Lift. Just to a height that feels good. Through the centre, turn out squat. Breathe in. Shift, pull up, breathe out. You want a little activation between the shoulder blades again there to give your upper back stability. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Landing the foot, toes turned open, sink down and back, hips back a little bit, chest forwards a little bit. Right shoulder dip. Look over your left shoulder. Through the middle. Keep pressing your knees open. Exhale. Do that again on each side, or come back into the middle with me. Step your feet a little closer. Sink down, elbows in, chest lifting, turn the head. You can get a little spiral through your body if you want to. It won't be a huge movement. Breath in, exhale the other way. And come back into the centre. Well done. Hands down. Lift up into a little forward fold. Shake it off a little bit there. And then just swivel round so you're facing the other end, the top end of your mat. Hands down, step back into your plank. So shoulders over hands, hips in line with your body. Try and avoid this. So I know I used to do this, so see if you can lengthen. It's quite tricky. It's through the belly. Okay, we're going to side plank to the left. So if you want to, right knee down, flick the foot back, turn to me. Half plank is there. Or keep your feet on the floor, swivel on your feet, and lift the top arm. You could always have a little go at lifting the leg if you wish. Do not worry if you wobble. It takes a lot of practice. Okay, through the middle, try the other side. Other side, so knee down if you want to, or swivel on your feet. Find your balance. Option to have a little go at the leg lift. Come back through the centre. Step back to down dog. Walk out your feet a little bit. Lift up through the sit bones. Now if you want to join me for one more vinyasa, come forwards to a plank, breathing in. Breathing out, elbows in. Breath in, chest lifted. Exhale, toes tucking. And breathe out. Let's lower ourselves down onto the knees there. Well done everybody. Let's open the knees. Let's bring the big toes side by side and just melt the forehead down onto the ground. Forearms resting, or something you might choose to bring your hands around your feet. You might choose to be still, or maybe wriggle your hips a little bit there. Just tune back into your breathing. That's nice. And then let's bring the hands back underneath the shoulders and slowly peel yourself up. Knees together. We're going to sit down to one side. So if we sit down to one side, we'll just bring the legs round, opening out the left leg, sliding the right heel up and into the centre of the groin. So sit comfortably onto both sit bones and as much as you can, toes towards the ceiling. Left hand to left shin, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, slide down into a little side bend. Windmill up and over the top. Hand down behind you on the diagonal, point the foot, lift the hips and reach. You don't have to lift the hips if you don't want to. Sweep the hand across the face. Hand to shin, breathe in. Breathe out, down we go. Hand across the face or over the top. Hand down, lift and reach. Ooh. One more time. Reaching back. Looking down or looking up, sweeping across the face. Lovely. Sit back, extend both legs, lift your sit bones up and back. Take a breath in and then breathe out. Just walk the hands forwards. Little hinge from the hips. Soften up your knees a little bit if you need to. And just check that your feet aren't rolling in. Slowly walking yourself back up, sliding the left heel in this time, getting comfy on both sit bones. Inhale, lift up, exhale, slide down. So you can sweep over the face or you can go up and over. Sweep and lift, fingertips to toe, reach. Sit down, sweep across the face, breath in, exhale, so just flowing the body, flowing with the breath, reaching, circling, feels so nice. Inhale, exhale, last one. Beautiful, and slowly taking a seat, hands behind, lengthen the left leg out, lift your sit bones, breathe in. Breathe out, take a little walk forwards, onto the hands. Try not to get frustrated with yourself here, just come to a place that feels okay for you today. So we'll probably feel a bit of a stretch through the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the inner thighs, and also maybe even the lower back. That can often be what's holding us back. So if you get here and you feel okay, maybe just try reaching for your feet. I sometimes find this works quite well. Feels nice. Okay, lovely. We're going to walk ourselves all the way back up and in. Sweep your feet towards each other. Come back to the top of the mat if you're not there already. And then just to finish, we're going to take a little cheeky boat pose. So we'll place the hands to the backs of the thighs. Lift up tall through the body. So we've slightly got the shoulders back. Gently drawing through the belly. You can stay here if you want to, just on the toes. You could lift your shins.
And you could take your hands off if you like. So it's a strong posture, this one. So just hold, breathe, come out if you need to. Focus. Always good for one just to try and ease into a little bit more challenge. Holding. This is where you don't want me to talk too much. 5, 4, maybe legs up. 3, shaky, shaky. 2, 1. Amazing. Slowly come down. Brilliant. Let's place the feet to the floor. So we're going to come down to our backs. If you want to pop socks on or jumpers on, pop one now. And then we're going to place the hands to the backs of the legs. And if you can, roll down with me. If you've got any back issues or spine issues, probably don't do that. Just place your hands to the floor and guide yourself down slowly to a lying position. If you're okay, through the back, hands to the back of the thighs. Imagine your mat is like Play-Doh and we're going to squish each vertebrae into the mat as we come down. So think about the spine and drawing down and in, curving the back, rather than switching on the abdominals tightly. So think of your spine rolling into the mat. Don't worry if you hit a sticky bit. Ooh, okay, take a lovely big stretch out. Wriggle out the hips. Amazing. Feet hip width. Leave your arms where they are if you want to. Just do one little shoulder bridge. Healing up. Healing back down. Slide your feet a little wider. Take a few rounds of wide leg twist. Breath in as we shift through the middle. Breathe out to twist. Last couple. Lovely. So let's bring the knees back up to the ceiling. Find Shavasana. So you might lengthen your legs back down the mat. You might go back into that bent knee position that I was in at the beginning. Our constructed rest pose. Feet a little wider, just let your knees knock in. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Place the hands down, or onto your belly, or onto your heart in your belly. Closing the eyes. Let your face be smooth, light and open. Find the flow of your breath again. Notice, how does your body feel now? How do you feel now? Hopefully you feel more connected to your physical body. Hopefully you feel a little bit more disconnected to the thinking mind. More connected to breath, more grounded, more centered, yet more spacious and free. So just settle back into your breath, find that lovely soothing rhythm, and give yourself permission to lie still and to be present for a couple of minutes now, breathing with ease. Gradually starting to bring your attention back into your physical body, picturing yourself on your mat in your space, taking your attention down to your fingertips and down to your toes, starting with a little wriggle, maybe a nice deep breath in, and then stretch it out a little bit in any way you like. So you're probably still down on your back, just stretch up and down the mat, or give your knees a little hug.
Maybe roll onto the right side. And then very slowly, using your hands, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Just getting used to the body being upright once again. Feel your sit bones both rooted, sinking into them evenly. Lift through the spine, through the crown, through the heart. Let your shoulders just fall away from your ears. Take a breath in. Let a breath go. Scooping the arms up and out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.